As children, we were told that our world once had heroes. Fairy tales to inspire hope in a world with none. As far back as anyone could remember, mankind had been at war with itself. Orphaned, like so many, I survived by the sword and my wits. Neither of which kept me from being sent to a labor camp. It would have been a death sentence, had I not made a friend. Avil kept me safe, and I kept him sane. And together, we would change the course of history. Avil, did you make it to Delorum?
Yes. I've almost reached the village of Tablis. You were right, Sandra. This place is completely untouched by the invasion.
Have you made contact with the Royal Army?
No. And I'm not exactly getting a warm reception from the locals.
I'm sure they can be seduced by your charms. I was joking, sort of. They may, however, find you more appealing than the jackals about to descend on Tablis.
In moments like this, I actually find myself missing your company, Sandra. How long do I have before the jackals arrive?
Not long. If you don't act quickly, the villagers will be slaughtered. I've teleported escape crystals onto the battlefield. You need only use one of the runestones I gave you to activate them. I'll leave you to it.
Someone help!
The jackals are hunting down civilians. Use your basic attacks to slay them before they slaughter the villagers. Great work. Now charge the crystal to activate the portal and rescue the civilian.
I don't understand what's happening. What are those things? Who are you?
My name is Avil, the last of the Sentinels. I am here to ready your people for war.
I don't know anything about fighting monsters.
There is something you can do for your people. Something that will save thousands of lives.
Tell me what to do, and I'll do it.
Take this gemstone, and personally see that your king receives it. And when he does, tell him to speak my name into the stone.
The enemy has started killing civilians! Avil, you must act quickly! The citizens of Delorum are lucky to have you, Avil.
Someone help!
If you're ever lost, you can review your objectives at any time.
I always believed the legends. Thank you, Sentinel.
Some people have climbed onto their rooftops to hide from those monsters. Too bad I'm not much of a climber myself.
If I jump onto the side of the building, I can climb up the wall to reach the top.
Good to see my portals are holding up. someone's come to help me. I climbed up here to try and escape those beasts, but now I can't get down.
You're safe now.
Good to see my portals are holding up. I could have sworn that one had you beat. Good to see my portals are holding up. Avil, congratulations. You're still alive.
Portals are opening, as you said they would. I was able to send many of the townspeople to safety.
It isn't enough.
I know. I sent your speaking stone off to the king. We'll see if he, in his royal wisdom, sees fit to make an alliance, or if he is as foolish as those who fell before him.
I know how you feel, but we're out of options. We will need to coordinate with the royal forces to fight the coming hordes, and we're going to need them soon.
The jackals I killed, they were scouts.
Yes, I hope you're ready, because the Raveni will be attacking soon. Has King Nero made contact yet?
So far, nothing but silence.
Avil, we will need alliances to win this war. The most expedient way to convince the king of our intent is to continue fighting for his people and defending his cities. And when you do speak with the king, may I suggest employing a morsel of diplomacy?
I will think on it, Sandra. Now, tell me of our enemy. What is their location? Last we spoke, they were on course for Petrol.
You've arrived just in time. The Horde has almost reached the city limits. Now go, and show the people of Petrol how a Raveni dies. Executing Raveni requires rune energy. Charge your rune energy by killing jackals and rescuing civilians. That was just nasty. Nice job, Avil. Keep up the good work.
You saved the right man. I am a spice trader, the richest in all of Delorum. Anything you want, my friend? I will make it yours.
I need you to simply send a message to your king. I gave him the means to contact me directly. Have him do so immediately. I should rescue the civilians.
I am in your debt, Sentinel.
Use your dodge when an attack is incoming.
What is this tower?
We use the watchtowers to keep an eye out for threats. From the top, you can see far beyond the outskirts of Petrol.
I bet climbing the watchtowers would give me a better vantage point.
The citizens of Delorum are lucky to have you, Avil. Look who's early. Avil, get after that Ravenni before he starts destroying the town. You made quick work of that one. Keep it going.
Thank you. Gods protect you.
Avil, you remember how this works. Hold your rune strike and aim at the Ravenni's armor and limbs. Release rune strike to attack.
I've got to hit the weak points when they are glowing.
Avil, hold your rune strike and aim at the Ravenni's armor to destroy it. Great job, Avil. Removing a Ravenni's armor and severing its limbs also charges your rune energy. Once you have enough, you will be able to execute the Ravenni.
Must find cover to regain my health.
Now aim your rune strike just below the Ravenni's knee to sever its leg. No time to waste. Get back in there, Avil. Remember, Avil, when a Ravenni's limbs are exposed, you can target them with your rune strike. Remember, Avil, when a Ravenni's limbs are exposed, you can target them with your rune strike. No time to waste. Get back in there, Avil. Remember, Avil, when a Raveni's limbs are exposed, you can target them with your rune strike. Aim your rune strike at the Raveni's leg, just under the knee. When it glows, release your rune strike to attack the leg.
I need to defend the city and its citizens. If it is destroyed, all is lost.
Now finish this. Climb to the base of the Raveni's skull. The ogre's neck will glow when you can target it for your rune strike. Now, Avil, execute the Raveni. Great work, Avil. That's one less Raveni we have to kill.
It's a drop in the ocean. If we don't begin coordinating our efforts with the Royal Army, we will soon be overrun by their numbers.
When word of your bravery reaches the king, he will be compelled to trust you.
And while we wait for the fool king to gather his courage, the Raveni marshal their forces.
You are more right than you know. Another horde is approaching, and this one is better armed.
The next town will not be as fortunate as the last. Avil, you've arrived just in time. The first of the Raveni are already approaching the town. I see you finished deploying the escape crystals as well. I'll slay this monster, and save as many as I can.
Avil, that Raveni seems to be wearing some kind of heavy armor. Are you sure you can handle it?
You worry about getting your crystals to the surrounding town, Sandra. I'll worry about the Raveni.
Avil, remember. Executing Raveni requires rune energy. Charge your rune energy by killing jackals and rescuing civilians.
This iron armor looks to be bound by large iron locks. I'll try taking those out first. I've got to hit the weak points when they are glowing. Use my rune strike on the locks. I can use my rune strike on the locks.
have to aim my rune strike carefully to hit those locks. I can sever the Raveni's limbs if I target their weak points with a rune strike.
You all right?
I must find cover to regain my health.
The iron locks may take several rune strikes to remove. Keep at it. Nice work! Keep going!
To charge up my rune energy to take this thing down. I have to build more energy for a kill.
Locks may take several rune strikes to remove. Keep at it. Ooh, that one looked like it really hurt.
I must find cover to regain my health. I need my rune energy fully charged to execute this Raveni. I can sever the Raveni's limbs if I target their weak points with a rune strike.
No time to waste. Get back in there, Reveal.
I should build more rune energy. Use my rune strike on the locks. Should build more rune energy. have this thing down in no time. I've got to hit the weak points when they are glowing. I can use my rune strike on the rocks.
Avil, your rune energy is fully charged. Severing a Raveni's limb will only hinder them momentarily. After a short time, the Raveni will regenerate its severed limbs.
Aim my rune strike carefully to hit those locks. Hold your rune strike and aim for the base of the Raveni's neck. Nice work, Avil. These people owe you their lives. This time, Sandra. But what of the next? And the next? Without the King's aid, we're relegated to a single battlefield, while the Raveni push forward on multiple fronts.
You're right, Avil. Which is why we must convince him to join us. This war will not be won by swords alone.
This is King Euro, ruler of Dolorum. You have requested an audience?
This is Avil, the last sentinel, and I wish to strike an alliance with your highness.
Was it your sorcery that created this speaking stone?
My ally, Xandra, crafted this instrument, and others from the weapons of our enemies.
If your boons are so great, why do you seek an alliance?
King Nero, I cannot be everywhere. At this moment, I am approaching Multnomah, where a deadly horde approaches.
Multnomah? No, that's too soon. I dispatched a garrison to the city, but they won't arrive in time. If you are as skilled as I have heard, Avil, then please, save as many of my people as you can. Another refugee has been saved, but there are plenty more where they came from. Keep it up, Sentinel.
Avil, if too much of the town is destroyed or its people killed, we will have failed.
I should build more rune energy.
Great job. Keep it up. Avil, what are you doing?
I'll have to charge up my rune energy to take this thing down.
Use your dodge when an attack is incoming.
Time to kill a Ravenni.
Hold your rune strike to execute the Ravenni. Your work here isn't done yet. That Ravenni you just executed wasn't the only one on its way to Multnomah. When you execute a Ravenni, your rune energy will begin to drain. You will need to build it up again in order to execute another Ravenni. It looks like this Ravenni brought along a friend. You'll have to face them both.
I'll have to charge up my rune energy to take this thing down.
Avil, valid rune strike targets will glow when you aim at them. valid rune strike targets will glow when you aim at them. Avil, if too much of the town is destroyed or its people killed, we will have failed.
I need my rune energy fully charged to execute this Reveni.
Great job. Keep it up. Avil, valid rune strike targets will glow when you aim at them. Now, Avil, execute the Reveni.
My people are being slain left and right. Avil, what are you doing?
Avil, you must protect the city and its people. If it falls, we have lost.
I need my rune energy fully charged to execute this Reveni.
You must not let the Reveni destroy the city of Eel. You are its people's only hope.
Time to kill a Reveni.
Valid rune strike targets will glow when you aim at them.
You fought bravely, Avil. Thank you. Many of my people owe you their lives.
We are still losing too many.
I agree. Your ally,
Xandra.
she creates your weapons.
The Reveni use a rare mineral to travel between worlds. Xandra was able to fabricate this talking stone, and our own portals, from similar materials.
I have at my disposal some of the most gifted alchemists, and even they do not understand the properties of this talking stone.
Xandra is brilliant in many ways. Yet as skilled as we are, she and I will not be enough to win this war. Will you combine your forces with our own to defeat this enemy, Your Highness?
Initially, I was reluctant to believe your claims. I had always thought the Sentinels to be a myth, a story to put children to bed.
And now?
I believe